Back in my workshop again. This time, a really interesting and simple idea came to mind. Among the pile of old stones that I hadn't paid any attention to for several years, this old stone plate caught my eye. Flat, quite large, with natural roughness. This is exactly what will become the base for today's project. It just so happened that I recently returned from a seaside vacation and brought back a whole bunch of seashells. Different shapes, sizes, colors, all real ones collected right on the shore. Today we'll try combining the stone and these shells and see what comes out of it. The idea is simple. Make a snack plate for crackers, dried fish, squid, nuts, all the things that usually sit on the table during get-togethers. The stone will be the base. The shells will serve as natural little cups for the food. It'll be practical, beautiful, and very natural at the same time. Friends, if it's not too much trouble, please write in the comments where you're watching this video from. I'm always incredibly happy and excited to read your messages and see how far the story of one stone and a few seashells can travel, and how many wonderful people around the world are united by their love for handmade work and natural materials. After roughly imagining how the future plate would look and sketching the rough shape with a pencil, it's time to pick up the angle grinder. From this old, large, flat piece of stone, I'll start removing everything unnecessary and giving it a beautiful, harmonious shape that will become the foundation of the piece. The diamond blade will glide along the edges, trimming uneven spots, rounding corners, making the silhouette smoother and more aesthetic. Sparks will fly. Dust will rise, and the stone will gradually start taking on the outlines of a real plate. Each pass will bring it closer to the final look. It's important not to overdo it. The shape should stay natural but look neat at the same time. Friends, would you use a plate like this made of stone and seashells on your table? Write in the comments. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Now comes the most routine and longest stage. I'll have to go over all the edges with several grits, polishing the entire perimeter of the piece. First, the coarse discs will remove roughness, then finer ones will start bringing out the shine. The stone will become smoother, lighter, more pleasant to the touch. This takes patience, hours of repetitive movements, but the result is always worth it. Friends, how do you feel about these long stages in handmade projects? Do you enjoy watching the process, or do you prefer seeing the result right away? Now that the base for the future snack plate is completely ready, it's time to lightly polish the bottom of each shell. This is needed so they gain stability and glue down as evenly and aesthetically as possible. I take a small felt wheel with paste and carefully go over the flat part of each shell. The surface becomes smooth, without sharp edges. Now they'll stand firmly and fit snugly against the stone. Now it's time to glue each shell in place. I'll position them as evenly and aesthetically as possible so the finished piece has symmetrical proportions and simply looks great on the table. I apply glue in small dots, press the shell down, check the level, and do the same all around. Each shell needs to sit perfectly, without any tilt. Gradually, the picture comes together, and the plate starts looking like a single whole. Now the stone plate with seashells is completely finished. Take a look at how it looks in the interior, right in the center of the table. I fill each shell with different snacks: crackers in one, nuts in another, dried fish in the third, squid in the fourth, chips in the fifth. It turns out beautiful, practical, and very cozy and homey. The stone and shells together create the feeling of the sea and nature right on your table. Friends, huge thanks for being with me from the first glance at the old plate to this moment. If you liked the idea of a stone and seashell snack plate made by hand, hit like, write in the comments what you would put in it, and share the video with friends. Pieces like this, simple yet unique handmade items from natural materials, add warmth and character to any home. See you soon in the workshop. More interesting projects are coming.